Do you feel the buzz?
I love that new intro. Oh my God, I love that new intro. GNT back at it one more time. Look, we're excited for this episode. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hey. It's time, y'all. It's time for this episode. We've been waiting for this one for a couple weeks. We have a special guest in the house, but before we go ahead and introduce him to the panel and to all of y'all, here's the rest of the panel. Bird Gang in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for tuning in today, and I cannot wait for this episode. Let's get it.
Tone the promoter.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Tone the promoter here. I'm having a little. Thank y'all for tuning in for episode 56. We're gonna go with Mr. Nose Candy himself, Lawrence Teller, man. Let's get it.
I had a feeling you was gonna go that route. And without further ado, let me go ahead and put this out first. Episode 56 with the one and only from Foster's Philly Art, Mr. Anthony Foster.
What's going on, guys? Appreciate you having me on, and excited to talk about sports, life, and the artwork. So let's get it.
That makes your panel for tonight. Hey, so without a doubt, like I said, we've been waiting to talk to Mr. Foster for a while now. We have a lot of accolades to give to this man, and you're going to get it all tonight, Paul's Tone. We're going to get all the accolades and all the everything tonight, sir, because, hey, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have the look and the design that we have. So we appreciate you right from the jump. But without further ado, to everyone that's watching and listening, or is going to be watching and listening later, if you are not subscribed yet to the channel, I'm imploring you to do so now. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We can't do anything without y'all. So we need more of y'all to go ahead and do that. Matter of fact, before we get into anything else, we have a special announcement video to show. Let it play.
Damn, there they go again. Making moves. They started that podcast. They meeting new people, networking. I known them my whole life. Yeah, you know what? I'm still not liking it. I ain't subscribing. I still ain't even watch an episode yet. Nah, I'm cool. Yeah, there she go. Let me make sure I like her pick. Yes, sir. Oh, famous person? Yeah, let me make sure I support them too. Let me put a comment. They gonna notice me for real.
Yeah. Don't be that example. We need all of y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, and be there for your boys. Joel, what was that like actually filming that? And that came out of nowhere too, bro.
Hey, listen, man. It was something that excuse me, that me and Tone was talking about on the way back from the Fanatic Fan Fest, and we were just talking about how people that we actually know, whether it's family, friends, or just co-workers, whatever the case may be, of how disconnected that engagement is. And just, we were talking about a few people, not anyone specific, so let me be direct with that, but just how people that follow us and will follow someone that's mutual, and we'll see every single post like. Yeah, man, and that's where the video kind of came from. I was sitting there, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a video on this, and I posted it up. But it's just something that again we were talking about, and specifically just some of the people that you think would just be no brainer, like, yo, they're gonna support us and push what we're doing and being in our corner and stuff like that. And it's not like that. You know what I mean? And I actually personally know from the business that I have and I run, where, you know, I say it all the time, I get money with strangers. And it's just that simple. But this is something that really doesn't cost anybody anything, as far as liking, subscribing, and, you know, just tuning in when they can and just supporting. But yeah, man, it's just a weird thing where, you know, that's just how it is and stuff like that. But again, like that's where the video came from. I was just like, some people that you think will be a given that will be in your corner and supporting you don't. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know if Tone wants to chime in on it.
Well, yeah, I told you I'm having technical difficulties, man. So all that was just chopped up for me. But yeah, like Joe was saying, we had a conversation on the ride back from the from the Fan Fest, and it's just like that. I've seen it firsthand, just being in a promotion game. You know what I mean, running this comedy and poetry show. You know what I mean, that I do. You know what I mean, I built more relationships with people who I don't know than the people that I do know. You know what I mean, and that they supported me the most. People who I've just met or met in the line of the business that I'm in. You know what I mean? They had every show or they inboxing where the tickets at. You know what I mean? But the people who you rub shoulders with, you know what I mean, each and every day, like Joel said, you think they're going to be the number one, people that'll support you. Even when you go into business, family members or close friends always want the discount. You know what I mean? But they don't walk into the Gucci or Louis Vuitton and all them stores asking for the discount. You know what I mean? Or can they get it for the low? No, they're gonna pay that $300, $400, $500 for a belt. You know what I mean? But they want to come to a $25 comedy show for free. You know what I mean? So make that make sense for me. But yeah, getting into the game, man. You learn that at first. You learn that at first because you start feeling the way. You're like, damn, you know what I mean? I've been rocking with this person for X amount of years, or you know what I mean? I've been doing stuff with them, for them, and as soon as you have something, you know what I mean? All you hear is, oh, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. No, actions speak louder than the words, man. You know what I mean? Show up to something. You know what I mean? Donate something. You know what I mean? Show me that you really trying to, you know what I mean, see me win by, you know what I mean, putting that money up. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. Yeah, put that money up. You know what I mean? So put that money where your mouth is. Let me see how much you like of something that I'm doing. You know what I mean? Or showing up. Like Joel said, the thing that we got going on takes a click of a button. You know what I mean? To subscribe and follow or like or share. That don't cost you anything. You know what I mean? But what, 2-3 minutes of your time? So you know what I mean? Yeah, that's where that came from. You know what I mean? Real friends support real friends. And you know what I mean? That's the movement we on, man. So you on this train with us. So respect as we get off. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna keep rocking, regardless. So, you know what I mean? Let's get it, y'all.
So here's the I guess one of the positives about what we just got finished talking about is that it easily segues into what we have with Mr. Foster. Now, for example, Mr. Foster now is someone, sir, I have not met you in person.
Right.
No, I met you here tonight, but I know of the work and everything that you went ahead and did for us. So therefore, you was a stranger to us, and now you're on the show. So now, in my eyes, you're family. That's just how I do things, man. So now that you're a family, now we have another collaboration. That's something I didn't have before. There's not family, not friends, close friends, anything like that. But now you're family to me. So therefore, through the distance of some other folks, other people get closer. Like, we have just Taya, for example. Ty is there. We have actually, let me go ahead and break it down real quick, just in case. Shanika, I see you on Instagram. Shanika, I see you. Simon, I see you. Aim Webby, I see you. Taya, always in the building. Simply Akoya, always in the building. Appreciate you. Michelle, I see you as well. Our Instagram people is right there in the house as always. And we thank every single one of y'all. But hey, that's a good segue to go ahead and go all right, we may not get all the followers from family right away and everything like that, but it's cool because we got people like you, Mr. Foster. So, hey, look, I want to go ahead and just turn this whole entire thing right to you. Because we can go ahead and talk about some negative stuff, or I can go ahead and talk about a whole bunch of positive stuff. Which is you. So first things first, sir, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, man. Yeah, appreciate you guys having me on. I like everything you guys said. It's very true. Most of my business or my sales or any connections I've made have all been mostly through strangers that you just meet on the street at different festivals, events like that. I'm also lucky enough to have a core group of friends that have been very supportive from day one. Close friends. Like, I know not everyone always has that, but whenever they're in the area, they try to show up. They try to support. They're always trying to buy stuff for friends or family and stuff like that. So that's important. That's how the word gets spread, and that's how the business starts to get started. So I feel very blessed to have those guys in my corner, and for everyone who supported me over the last 7 or 8 years, just random people I've connected with on the street, at different jobs, different events, different festivals, word of mouth. Yeah, all good people, and that's how I ran into you guys as well, even through different jobs. So it's been a fun journey to get to this point, and I'm very appreciative for the people who've helped me, believe in my artwork and try to take it to the next level. So it's been a blessing for real.
That is definitely there, bro, because taking on the next level is definitely what you do. And just in case for the ones that don't know, the GNT logo that you see that's in that top corner, the top right corner of your screen, that was actually designed officially by Mr. Foster himself. Besides that one was also designed by Mr. Foster himself. And another one that he actually designed for himself, because it's all about him. There we go. We're going to go ahead and put his logo right there. That's his logo, and that's going to be up there for the duration of the show for the night, because once again, we're going to highlight you, Mr. Foster, and everything that you do. And
appreciate it, guys.
And here's a little taste of what Mr. Foster does. I need that one, bro.
Can never have enough Dawkins.
Never. Ain't that right, Tone?
Yeah, and with a lot of these pieces, I try to make them as different and unique as I can. You can draw a nice portrait of somebody and it looks exactly like them and it's incredible. But in my eyes, I'm just like, you can just buy that picture or the portrait. So I'm like, let me see what I can do to put my own twist on it, make it something unique, take elements from the city, kind of build these guys and characters and situations out of city elements or whatever's close to them, and try to make them a little bit different and stand out in that regard.
And that's what you do. I mean, you find a way to actually bring life to these, to these people, these legends, and give them a whole nother twist to it. And it's phenomenal. I haven't seen many artwork like yours that would make your work so great. So I know as a panel we have some questions for Mr. Foster. Joel, you want to go ahead and start it off?
I mean, I could go. I mean, I could definitely go. I mean, the first and foremost, the question. Thank you for being on the show and accepting the invite and being part of the family now.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Also, I mean, I'll just go through how I met Foster. I met Foster at Tags and Flags when he was working there, and I actually went there for my own company and getting some shirts made for there. And I just saw there he was just a different dude. Like I knew it was something like I don't know. It was like I don't want to say like an aura about you or anything like that, but I knew I would go there and he will always be working on something, and I'm like, this dude really loves this job as far as the artwork, and then it was just always someone that I don't know. I kind of filed in my head yo, I know I could always go here and work with this dude and something like that, and then we started the podcast and I said I know just the guy for the logo. And then that's when I reached out. But thank you for working with us with the logo, man. And I mean, as soon as I showed it to the guys, once we sent it over to me, they were like, "Whoa, this is it."
Wow.
So thank you for that. But I guess as being an artist, my question was going to be if you had any opportunity or chance to work with any person, who would you want to collab with as far as with artwork, or if it was a specific athlete or anything like that, who would you want to collab with?
I mean, the opportunity to work with any professional athlete would be obviously. Yeah, obviously there's guys that we love, like Dawkins and Iverson, all those big names that are homegrown here for us. So any opportunity to work with any athlete on any level, whether it be like doing trading cards, artwork, giveaways, anything like that would be a dream. As far as like other artists or like other people like kind of in the field as me, like I do a lot of drawings and paintings, prints, canvases, cards. I don't do a lot of apparel. So it'd be cool to hook up with like someone to see my artwork brought to life on like, like clothing or really anything outside of just the drawing. It could be on like, sports helmets or shoes, hats. Like when I was in high school, I used to graffiti all over my hats, graffiti all over my shoes, all over my shirts. There's one guy that I've always admired from a distance. I don't know if you guys might see his shirts. He's all over. Jay from Art History, great dude.
Right.
That dude's made a real name for himself in the t-shirt world, and I've had the pleasure to meet him a couple times. Super humble, super genuine. So, like a collab like that, where two guys are kind of homegrown from the city, I think would be a pretty cool mix or something like that down the road. As far as like people like in this area, but any athlete would be a dream, honestly. Any of them, I'll take any of them. I'm not selfish at all. But yeah, that would be the dream, to work with athletes on a professional level in any type with the artwork. So not one in particular, but obviously, I mean, if I had to choose one, it would be AI. Love AI. He's always been that. He'll probably always and forever be my number one. Like, I've got the chance to meet him a couple times over the years, give him some artwork, stuff like that. But he would be the one for sure.
Yeah, Bubba Chuck.
Bubble Chuck. All right, Tone, what's your question, bro?
All right, man. So just like Joel said, man, I'm just piggyback off of that. Just say thank you for accepting the invitation to come on the panel, so we can interview you, and as well as get our fans and our listeners a bit better insight of you and what it is that you do and where everything that you do comes from. So I thank you again too for creating and doing our logos, the boxing one and our original one, to go with our team. What's up, son? They told you son was gonna make an appearance, on the pod. You know what I mean? What's up? You want to ask a question, bro?
Going on, brother?
No, it's cool. But yeah, like I was just gonna get that out the way, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. But my question to you is there anything is there a particular piece or project that stands out as a personal success or a breakthrough for you?
Well, I mean, there's ones that I love, obviously. Ultimately, it's really up to the customers and the followers that's going to determine which ones are going to be the most successful. The one that stands out to me that I love that all seems to go over really well is the like a Philly fanatic smoking a cigar with the championship trophy. That one goes over really well. Actually, I have like a picture of it right here. This guy. So you cannot go wrong with this guy right here. People seem to love him. It's kind of open to interpretation, whatever he's smoking, but it's supposed to be a cigar. But that's always up. The other one is the Beatles mascots. It's like the Abbey Road kind of setup with the 4 mascots. That one I kind of drew up as a joke, but it's been probably my number one seller the last like 6 years. Like, people seem to love that one. Anything with the mascots. That one kind of is a home run as well. And also with them playing cornhole and tailgating in the parking lot. And I have a couple of those too. I'll flash them up real here. So this guy seems to go over really well. Who doesn't love a good tailgate, especially with the mascots? And then this is the Beatles one I was telling you guys about too.
Yeah, I saw that one. That's nice.
This one, those two, again, they're just kind of like little jokey ones, but people seem to recognize me through those mascot ones, definitely, and the fanatic one, definitely, for sure. But yeah, I mean, there's other guys that I sell routinely that are timeless. Like we mentioned Dawkins and Iverson. Like, it doesn't matter what I put out of those, people will always seem to buy those up too. So it's, you have to have a little bit of humor, I guess, into some of these prints too. So yeah, I think those three seem to go over the best over the years.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, nice. That's what's up.
Will in the house. What's up, Will?
Smoking that gasolina.
Shout out to Will too, posting everything up to tune in tonight. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you as always, Will. Seriously.
Hopefully the Fanatic can do it again this year too, after when this season's over.
Yes, sir.
A nice little replica of that. So.
Last year was painful, man. They need to get that job done.
Ridiculous.
Well,
this year is starting to become a little bit painful too. The last couple of weeks, but we'll see how they respond tonight in Atlanta.
Sure. Yeah. Well, it's funny. Speaking of the Fanatic, the one that I liked that I saw was the Fanatic underwater and the trophy, like
yeah,
and it's trying to, the drop, further like deeper into the water. That one there that's the one. That's the one.
This one I did last year. This one's a fun piece for sure. There's like a gritty version in the works with the Stanley Cup too, but this one just played really well last year. Kind of signifies what they're chasing. So love that piece. I'm glad you brought that one up too. I actually had it in arm's reach, not far from me, so I figured I'd just must have up real fast too.
That's one of my favorite ones I've seen. I say, yo, that one nice. That one's nice. All right, so here's my question, right?
Yes.
What have you made or put together that was so special that after it was done, you said, nah, you know what? I'm keeping this for myself. It's not going to be to nobody else. This is mine and mine alone.
Well, there's one particular piece that I painted I guess it's maybe about 12 years ago. It was a painting of the Philly Fanatic. I remember it specifically because I messed up the painting about 6 times. I kept painting over it and over it and over it. And then finally I just made the Fanatic out of it. And I loved it. And I do have the piece too. I'll show you when I'm done. I can't part with that one. I gave it to she's now my wife, but I said, this piece is for you. She's a huge Phillies fan too. And she loved it. So I brought it to different like little art galleries and setups when I first started trying to showcase my artwork. Mm-hmm. And people have offered me money for it time and time again. I'm just like, nah, I can never part with this one. It's still my wife's now. She'd be really upset if I sold it. So I can never let that one go. There's another one. When I first met Brian Dawkins, I saw the original painting. Actually, it's right, probably hard to see, but it's right here on this wall behind me. The original painting still signed and inscribed. Can't let that one go either. So people can buy the prints all they want, but there's a couple certain ones that I was able to run into certain athletes where I just kind of keep those for myself. Definitely the Brian Dawkins one and definitely that Fanatic painting are the two that stand out for sure.
That's what's up. Go ahead, Joel, it's on you.
So I kind of feel like I'm going to know this answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. But as an artist and being from here in Philadelphia, what do you want to be known for when it's all said and done? Like when the name Foster Philly Art is brought up, what do you want to be known for?
I think joy and creativity. Being unique in your own way is important. The more people stare at a piece and recognize all the details and all the thoughts and the work behind the scenes to create something like that. I always tell customers like staring for a long time is humbling. I like when you stand in my booth and stare forever. And it means that you're appreciating all the details and behind the scenes stuff and all the hard work I put into each piece. So I think joy and creativity, also adding a splash of humor. Kind of like with that Fanatic piece, looking at the trophy, or maybe Ben Simmons getting slapped by Joel Embiid, stuff like that. Art's supposed to be fun, so you want like a little bit of a, humor and twist to it as well. So I'd say joy and creativity is what I want to get people to look at it and be like, man, that person definitely had a blast making that, and it's pretty creative and unique. So I think that's what I really want to be known for. Honestly, I'd say those two things.
Awesome,
Tone.
awesome.
Hey, Tone, I'll show it again for at least.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think we all felt that way. It's
Oh man,
Will Smith inspired, by the way.
My version, I was driving the car, running over his ass.
Yo, that was cool.
We could line up a whole bunch of Sixers, like you said, and then a little in a line, have him go right down the line and slap a bunch of faces. So I don't know. Kobe.
As Tone was saying,
I think we all. I'm not sure if you guys were, but I was in Ben's corner till the end, until that Game 7 against Atlanta. I was there too. Yeah. Thanks.
I was there too. Father's Day.
It was Happy Father's Day.
Sunday.
Right. And the Kawhi shot was on Mother's Day, by the way. So not very good moments for my wife and I. And there were a lot of people over the last Mother's and Father's Days over the years. Every time it's a holiday like that, I'm like, oh. Gotta put my head down. Like the disappointment's right there. It's already written. The story's already written. But I don't want to relive the Sixers. They are my squad too, number one. And they just step on our balls repeatedly, and then what do they do? They get Paul George. I like the signings that they made. So now what am I gonna do? I'm gonna be sucked right back in again.
That's exactly what happened. As soon as they surrounded the team,
until this whole well's gone and they tear it all down, and I'm still gonna be hanging on to it. So we'll see. It's just part of being a fan, a tortured Philadelphia fan, I guess.
Yes.
But hey, yo, a question though, could you paint a picture of me slapping Tobias Harris?
Yeah.
I need that joint. I'll definitely sign up for that.
See if I can get up in the works. Yeah.
All right, cool. As long as you can get that done, man. And then to speak back on the Ben Simmons situation, was crazy or was funny too about all of that. Once all of that was all said and done, I actually was doing security for him at his house in Morristown, New Jersey. When he was living out there, he had like a little condo that was it was a 5 condo cul-de-sac or whatever. So, you just pretty much just sat outside the crib in your car. People would roll up, paparazzi, people come through taking pictures. And it was all during the time when we was trying to get James Harden. And man, it was this one guy, man, he pulled up, he had a drop top. Well, no, he didn't have a drop top, he had a sunroof. So he gets out of his sunroof and he's taking pictures of the crib, and he's just like, "Oh my God!" I see him out there, like he's like really like distraught, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, like what is he doing?" So I had to get out the car, you know what I mean? Like, all right, man, you can take your pictures, but you gotta keep it moving. He's just, "Oh man, I'm gonna miss Ben, man. I'm gonna miss Ben." I'm just looking at this guy like, you gonna miss what? Did you see what he did down under the basket against Trey Young? I'm like, get out of here, man. Get out of here. Move your car. Now you got the room. You know what I mean? He just said that. I'm sitting down, man. Come on, bro. We is not going to miss that. Get him out of here. And, it was just funny, man. Did that. I seen him come out a couple times. He drove through. I was just like, yeah, drive. Don't even come back. Don't even come back to the crib. Just keep on driving. Go down 95. I don't know where he was going, but, you know what I mean? But, yeah, Ben Simmons, I'm glad he's gone. But anywho, if you could go back in time, is there anything you have done differently in terms of your artistic development or your career path?
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, I think probably start believing in myself sooner. I mean, I think I really got off to like a late start. I never really put it first. So I think believing in yourself, belief is huge, man. I didn't always believe in my art. I never thought it could take me anywhere. Just did it as like a side gig, as a side hustle, something to like keep my mind fresh. So yeah, definitely start believing in yourself at an earlier age. I didn't even start like even doing shows or even getting it out to the public till I was probably like in my mid to late 20s. So I just wish that I put more belief in myself. Like my parents are always supportive, wife, close friends. They're like, you should think about like, showcasing this or doing something. I'm just like, nah, man, a part of me thought it was like it's kind of a little bit of a pipe dream. So like, I think that was a mistake from the beginning. I would definitely go back and I would slap myself, draw a picture of me slapping myself to ever think that way, But yeah, I mean, I think just believe in yourself from an earlier age. That's what I want to teach my kids too. So I think that doesn't set me back in any way. Like all those mistakes that I made, they kind of, your mistakes kind of form you who you are.
Right.
It's and I was doing other things, and even maybe when I didn't realize it, when I was dropping fries or working in the mall, like you said, or unloading trucks, like a lot of those people a lot of my clients or customers now are relationships that I built doing those other jobs. So it wasn't all for nothing, but I still wish I would put a little more faith in my artwork from an earlier age. I think that's my biggest thing. I would go back and redo, honestly. Like I'm still young and I got time. I'm not like I'm 60. I'm like, oh, I could have been somebody or something like that. But yeah, I don't know why. Like I don't know why I would ever doubt it. It's something that it's not just something that if you can make money doing something that you love and enjoy, and even in small sample sizes, like why not exercise that or try to push yourself to see what it could become on a bigger scale. So that's what I'm trying to do now, and hopefully I keep pushing it and take me in higher directions. So that's probably the main thing. Just more belief in yourself from the jump, instead of just thinking it's just a side thing that'll never take off. So I think the talent was there, and I just didn't push myself to apply enough. So that's the main takeaway from when I look back on it now. But again, I'm kind of happy because then I learned a lot of mistakes along the way, especially a lot of art mistakes too. So, you never stop learning, I guess.
Now with that being said, what lessons have you learned along the way?
Well, as far as most of the stuff is self-taught. Now I did go to school. I graduated in 2010 from Hutchins. I don't think it's like an art trade school. It's not really there anymore. But drawing always came natural. But there's little things, like little experiment with different things. Like I never was good on the computer until I started picking up different digital programs and trying to practice and trace along that way. So really just trying to mix worlds, because like you can draw all you want, but like everything was moving to such a digital platform, you have to be able to kind of keep up and mix both worlds. So I really wanted to draw on my own, scan it into the computer, see where I could go, start drawing on the computer, mess up, look at some of my old pieces, see what needed to be corrected, fix certain things, and just keep practicing and grinding. And the next thing you know, you start making some creative things. Like when I started I didn't even put any of those like city elements in at first like that. Like actually in high school, I was even painting sports people in high school. In college, I was doing more like landscapes and wildlife illustration and stuff like that, like cartoons. And I'm like, all right, maybe I can take some of these same elements in landscapes and kind of mix them into like the sports world. And that's why I started taking different city elements and mixing it into the athletes. And then you start figuring things out on the fly. And next thing you know, they start getting out pretty cool concepts. And you're like, all right, let me just keep mixing and experimenting and trying nonstop. That's why I want to go back and retouch some of the stuff that I did when I was younger. Because when I used to draw on my, on like underneath my skateboard or on top of my hat and stuff like that, like some of those pieces like that maybe my skills weren't as developed back then, but now that I go back and look at it, I can take some of those creative ideas and reapply them now with like what I've learned and applied now. And I think I can make some really cool pieces on pretty much anything now. So it's I wouldn't say mistakes, just more trial and error, I guess would be the right word to say it. Like, and then because there really isn't much mistakes in art, to be honest. Like that fanatic painting that I was telling you about earlier, I messed that up. I don't know how many times. I couldn't get the drawing down. I just kept painting over and over and over it. And actually here. It's something. A lot of mistakes can turn into something like this. You know.
Yeah. Wow.
So, just because this was just a canvas I was going to throw out, and now it's something that hangs in my house every day, and it's my wife's. That's the one I can't give away, by the way. So, yeah, I guess to piggyback off that, just keep, don't be afraid to just try new things and create and mix worlds together, because you'll never know what you'll come up with, man. You just learning new things on the fly all the time. Same with like some of these like metal trading cards. Like I just, I'll show you guys a couple of these cards later, but it's another world that I just kind of messed around with and then figured out something. And, I got like 100 of them now, and I think they look great, and they've been selling well. So it's cool.
They are great.
Art's a fun world to live in, man. There's even mistakes can be beautiful. It's crazy. Not mistakes. Trial.
Yeah, I was about to say that sounds like when people had kids. I'm like, damn, you was a mistake, but they come up. but you love your kids, so
yeah. I can't have a bad day. They won't let me. They won't let me have a bad day.
My daughter. It's funny. It was just last night. My daughter gave me a phrase. I was like, oh, okay, I'm holding on to this. She said, "The things that are broken allows the light to come and shine through it." And it's like the mistakes that we make, we can turn those mistakes around and let light actually come from it. So a positive can always come from a negative, or a positive can always come from a mistake or from a oops, and if we keep that mindset going, it just drives us for more. And that kind of drives me into my question is, what is your drive? What drives you? What is that thing that keeps you going? I think I have the answer, but I like to hear it. And thank you, Yasmin. I appreciate your comments.
What drives me? I mean, I guess the first I would say my passion for Philly sports, which is all of us, and then my passion for art. My love for drawing, my love for designing. Art has always been a nice escape from reality for me. Everyone's got their different outlets. Art's always been there for me. Like my dad could just roll me a tennis ball or a basketball and entertain yourself. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. So like, but even that as a young age, same with you can give a kid a basketball or a tennis ball. You can give a kid a blank piece of paper and some crowns, and like, you just start getting creative even at a young age. So like I don't know where I get my artistic talent from. My parents can't draw a straight line with a ruler, so I don't know. But you just start practicing it, and then those are your two biggest passions. My passion is sports. Love sports. I love artwork. So if I can mix those worlds, that's the goal for me. I want to create something that I enjoy, that I know, and that I love. So yeah, I mean, I think those are the two things: my passion for sports and the passion for artwork.
Awesome.
And it doesn't just rely on the sports world. Like I love when people challenge me with things outside of the sports world too, because I'm in it so much. So it's refreshing to get some like, hey, can you do something crazy and off the wall, but just in the similar style that you do the sports figures in? Like, hell yeah, let's go. So I like people challenge me with that too. But everything really stems and drives from my love for sports and artwork. Like those two are other than my family, my biggest passions, obviously. So, and the city gives me plenty of great athletes and moments to capture. Obviously this is a great city for it, with the fan base that we have, and it helps that we're a big market and all that stuff. So yeah, it's good for the artwork in that respect as well. Like I'm not in like a small, little town with like nothing in it, like or people down in Miami or something like that, where they can't even get guys to go to a stadium or fill up a section of a stadium, let alone that. So it's nice to be in this market as well, in this city.
Definitely helps.
Yeah,
definitely helps. Joel, on you, bro.
Yeah, so my question is going to come in at I mean, we talked a lot about a lot of things that you already mentioned, so I'm trying to go around that. But at the end of the day, and I know you just mentioned the metal trading cards and all those things that you've been, trying to get familiarized with yourself with and stuff like that. But as far as the end goal, like, what is the ultimate end goal if you know it right now? Because I mean, I feel like it's something that, I don't want to speak for you, but it's kind of like, I, I can't imagine that you thought you were going to be doing metal trading cards. So, like, I mean, when I saw you doing those, I was like, damn, that's freaking fire, bro. Like, that's hot. So
Yeah, that was just
I don't
something
know
that
if you know
developed
the end
on a
goal.
that was just something that developed on a whim too. But the ultimate end goal, I think the ultimate end goal is doing something that you love and doing it for a living. That's definitely the ultimate end goal. I think that's hopes and dreams for everyone. Or I would think, doing something that you're passionate about, and you get paid in the process. It's not really work then, is it? Like that's what they say. And it's very true. So if I'm able to be myself, create my artwork, still put food on the table for my family, and we can have a nice living, and I'm doing something that I love, like that's the dream for me, and that's the ultimate goal. So as long as my family and I are comfortable and we're keeping afloat and everyone's good, and then the artwork's selling and we're all good, and I would be the happiest guy in the world if that were the case. If I can just make a nice living, comfortable living off my artwork and doing something that I love. Because there's some people that go to the office every day, they hate their jobs, man. They don't. And when you hate something, your heart's not truly in it. Your work reflects that. So I don't like, even though I was making cheesesteaks or I was cutting lunch meat, like I hated that. But like my artwork, like my work ethic never stopped. Like I pretend like it was my business when I was making those cheesesteaks. I didn't want anyone to ever come back with something that was skimpy or anything like that. Even though they don't care whether I do that or not. You take that same work ethic and you translate it into your artwork, and you hope that all that hard work, when you're passionate about something, like it'll speak for itself. And it's been a fun climb, like getting to the point that I've gotten. And if I can just, like I said, the ultimate goal would be doing something that you love, for a living would be the ultimate goal. And that's what's going on right now. So I'm very happy, and
Nah, that's awesome, man. And I can relate to that myself because I think a lot of people are, and I don't want to say comfortable or scared to take a leap of faith and believe in themselves, but I think they're the first ones to make all the excuses as to why they can't do something.
yeah,
And fortunate enough, like for myself, I've been running my business for 7 years, and I love what I do. Like people are like, you're crazy. It's a lot of work, and it is a lot of work. But just like yourself, I've had previous jobs where I've showed up, put my best foot forward, and try to be the best person in that position, and you know, follow the company guidelines and all those type things. And at the end of the day, when you visually see certain people get let go for just the silliest reasons or mistakes that were out of their control or just some random, just random reason. And you're like, damn, that person had 5, 10, 15 years in that company and they just went away like that.
yeah, they'll
And there's
replace
nothing
you in
you can
2
do.
days.
Right. So, you know what I mean? It's one of them things where, yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, I need to do what's best for my family and stuff like that and be able to provide. But at the end of the day, when it came down to it, I'm like, man, I'm really in the lane where I love what I do. And it is work. It is long hours at times. And it does get, you know, frustrating at certain times. But at the end of the day, when you're looking at what you're doing, if you love what you do and you're making that money, it's is
Work.
that better and more rewarding from that standpoint. You know what I mean? But I could definitely relate to what you just mentioned there, man. And salute to you, man. And hopefully you'll continue the success, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And like I never, like, even with jobs, like when I was like I made cheesesteaks for years. And I worked at that mall job for years. I unloaded trucks for a couple of years. Like I silk screened shirts for a year. But every time I was doing that, I never gave up the artwork either on the side. You know, I'd work during the week, and what was I doing on the weekends? Trying to hustle my artwork. You know, some weeks I was working 7 days straight, going right back, working shows all week and going right back to another job. It never stopped for a long time. So like, it gets to a point where I'm either going to invest in myself and take myself to the next level, or I'm just going to just stay at this job and just be whatever these people want me to be. Maybe I'll take a promotion, maybe I'll move up, but am I never really going to be truly happy? So, and then when you start having kids, that's another job. So you're working 3 jobs, essentially, is what you're doing. So you're trying to do the artwork, whatever job you're just getting through the week to keep you afloat, or your kids. So like, I'm like, I can't do all 3 anymore. Definitely not cutting out the kids. So dude, let's just do the artwork. You know what I mean? So like, I thought it'd be a tough conversation to have with my wife, but she was super supportive. I'm like, listen, we're not doing this anymore. Like, we're leaving all these jobs. We're going to do the artwork full time. You've been supportive since day one. Like, you're amazing. Let's do it. And she's been great. And everything's been working out to this point. So it feels great. And if I didn't do it, I would never do it. You know, you have to chase your dreams at some point. You have to give it a shot at some point. So, you know, let's get it now. You know, let's just keep going from here.
Well,
so that's not right now.
Just so y'all know, Donald Trump just said that he invested in himself. That's what he just said.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have to see it as a verified account.
Yeah, thanks. Donald, I appreciate you. You know, you're taking your time away from Mar-a-Lago. Go ahead,
Right.
comment with us. So appreciate you.
He not at the RNC right now. You know what I'm saying? He at the Republican National Convention joint. You got to do his little speech, right? Like you're ready.
He tuned in to GNT Sportstalk. He's like, hold on, wait.
Wait.
Wait
Yeah,
a minute.
He got to put his ear patch on again.
Yeah, he saw the ear patch episode. That's what it is. He's like, they're my fans too.
You guys got fake news. You guys are all about fake news.
There you go.
They want me in the bulletproof case. Yeah, it makes sense. A bulletproof cage. Yeah, that makes sense.
He better pull up to the next joint in an armor tank and do the interview from in there.
Right.
Yeah, Simply Okoye just gave the emoji hand on the head, and she said, "Not the ear patch."
Go back on the episode.
Oh my goodness! Hey, Tone, what was your next? I know you have one more question, right?
Right. And just to piggyback off of what y'all was just saying, the way you answered the last question, man, and you gotta love obviously what it is that you do, anything that you do. You know what I mean? Because the only person that'll stop you from doing anything is yourself. You know what I mean? Whether whatever it is that you're doing, people who don't grasp on at first, or it might not catch anybody's eye or attention, at first. And if you let that be the deciding factor of whether you want to do that thing, that's going to happen in the beginning. You know what I mean? But you just got to keep on rocking and rolling. Keep on doing it. Keep on pushing. Keep on rocking, because somebody's going to take notice to whatever that thing is that you're doing. And then next, the next person going to catch on. Then the next person. You know what I mean? Everything not microwave. You know what I mean? We all want to sprint before we can even crawl. You know what I mean? Yeah. In essence. So, you know what I mean? To piggyback off of it, man, just to say, you got to love what you do, and the only person that can stop you is yourself. So I salute you for that answer. But my last question, man, is, do you have any upcoming projects, exhibitions, or even any goals that you're particularly excited about?
I do. And I'll post some of the events later on my Instagram account as well for some of the upcoming shows for September. I do have a chance to meet. There's like an autograph signing over at Deptford Mall with Quinyon Mitchell, Brandon Graham, and Jeremiah Trotter Jr. So they'll be there like taking pictures and signing autographs. So I'm going to set up a little booth up there with some of my Eagles artwork. So that'd be fun. That's on August 31st. And then the month of September, I'll be bouncing around pretty much every single weekend all over the place. I'll be up in Bristol for a couple larger street festivals the first 2 weekends. And then I'll be at the Philly show, which is a big card sports memorabilia show, a 3-day show up in Oaks, PA. And then I'll be at the following weekend, I'll be at Fan Fest for 97.5. The Fanatics that have their event every year. It's a big party with a lot of sports fans and a lot of people, sports fans that are drinking. So it's nice to set up events like that. And then I'll be setting up doing a couple little things with you guys in September as well. So I'll be bouncing around. I'm trying to have my artwork set up in 2 different places that weekend. So I'll definitely be, my artwork will be, me or my artwork will be represented in a few places for some watch parties on the 6th of September as well. So then I got some little giveaways for you guys as well, and I have those close by. So yeah, man, I'm trying to get into as many different areas as I can, spread it all over the city as much as I can, and then I'll also be outside City Hall. They have a like a Christmas village, like a holiday market.
Yeah,
the Christmas season down there. So I'll have a little booth set up down there as well. Again, I was there last year. I'll be back again this year. So that's where my home will be for the holiday season. A couple other shows sprinkled in, but I usually post where I'll be on my Instagram, and I'll probably post that later tonight as well. But it's definitely packed for September, so it should be fun. Be a lot of cool things.
I'm gonna be at that Fanatic Fest too, and yeah, we're gonna be down there at that Fanatic Fest.
Yeah, man, walk around. It's a fun time. Yeah, definitely. It keeps getting bigger and bigger every year, so it's pretty wild. I used to be one of the only, they had like sponsors of the radio program set up there before, and then I used to go down to the radio station and I used to just drop off artwork for free. Like, here, you guys can have it. Like, I let the radio host go through it. They would pick what they wanted. They had it up in like their lobbies, and every couple of weeks I'd drop more new pieces down, and then they just invited me to be part of the event. So that was pretty cool. So I kind of been there for the last handful of years. Yeah, so I've been down there for the last handful of years. So I think it's something that people look forward to when they come down there. I started building up a pretty good following through that show. So just by dropping off artwork once in a while, definitely a profitable event for that. For just driving by on the whim a couple times and just trying to. It's pretty cool. They had some of my stuff up in their lobbies and stuff like that. So it's a good event. That's a big one. And then the Philly show is always a big one. They got a bunch of 08 Phillies coming back for some autograph signings. So that those 2 events back to back, and then up in Bristol to start off the month. So a lot going on in September. And hang out with you guys too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, look,
Sir.
I have one last question.
Sure.
And my question is simple, because me being a long 4-for-4 Philadelphia fan, Tone, love all my teams, love all the players throughout all my my young life, I like to say. Shut up, Joe. So I know, me personally, I'll be starstruck if I actually got around a certain player. Like, I don't know what I would say to Brian Dawkins. He's my all-time Eagle of all time. That's just reality. Like, I seen Shady in person, dapped him up, he cool peeps, whatever. Not starstruck. Brian Dawkins may be something different. AI might be something different. Okay, so through all the the work that you've done, and all the the players you've been around, and the ones that have been autographing your work, have you ever had that one player that had you like starstruck?
Left me starstruck a little bit.
Just a little bit. I know you may hold on tough, because you got work to do, but they had you like on pause for a second, like, oh, that's so and so. Well,
there's a couple people that come to mind. Like, I met Iverson and at different autograph signings and Dawkins a handful of times. The first time I met them, I was definitely nervous, and Brian Dawkins' arms are like the size of my head. I'm like, Jesus Christ, and he's just the nicest dude in the world. Ones that stand out to me over the years, the first one that pops out is Jimmy Rollins. He was probably my favorite Philly from that 08 team. And every time I meet these athletes, I usually give them, like, I try to get something signed for me, whether it's the original or a copy, and I give them a copy as well. Not only do I give them a copy, I also give them some of their teammates too. So I try to like funnel it in the locker rooms that way. But I said, I was running a booth. I told my wife to go up there and get the autograph. And when she brought it back, she's like, yeah, Jimmy wants to see you like right now. He wants to see the artist. He loves this piece. I'm like, okay, I'll go up there. So we went up there and we talked for a little bit, and I was nervous the whole time. But he's such a ball of energy. He's so positive, and he's got such a great attitude that he just kind of makes it easy to talk to. So he was super cool, super nice. Definitely one of my favorite meet and greets, hands down. And also another guy who's got a lot of like positive energy is Jordan Mailata. Super nice. Same thing, carries a great energy to him. So when I showed him the piece to get signed, he started signing. He's like, "This is beautiful, man. I love this." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Because I got a piece for you too." And I gave him his copy, and he loved it, man. He was so nice. So I think just their personality also helps, because sometimes these athletes, they're just there and they just want to keep signing and keep the line moving. They're not always interested in even making eye contact sometimes, let alone saying anything to you. So like those two guys were, Mailata and Rollins were great. And then I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. I guess even recently I was at a Jeremiah Trotter signing for his son, and Jeremiah, father and son combo signing, and they were both fantastic too. And it was their first like signing together as a father and son. It was like right on Father's Day weekend too, so the vibes were all good. So it was a really cool moment. They both loved it, and I gave them like copies of their pictures as well. Actually got this big guy. I don't know if you can see it, but it's back here. So like this guy.
Oh, don't break it.
Some real details in here. So like this was like the actual piece, and they signed them both up top for me. So they were awesome. Loved their piece. There was good vibes all around for that show as well. But definitely Rollins and definitely Mailata. I think a lot because of their personality too. And I've met like Foles and and Schwarber and Devontae and AJ, like all those guys. But you only meet them for like a couple minutes, and you just kind of say something, you kind of shake their hand, and you thank them, and they look at the artwork, and sometimes they just want to keep the line moving and everything. But those two guys, Mailata and Rollins, like definitely took the time to like talk with me and appreciate the work that I put into the piece and all the details. So those two were cool. So you wouldn't think about being as starstruck to see Mailata, but like when I walked away from the event, like those two resonated in me the most. Even some more like the bigger names like Iverson and Dawkins, and they were all great in their own way. Malcolm Jenkins was awesome too. So they all those, like those two particularly, I think stood out the most. Nice. A lot because of their personality, I think too.
Nice. All right, so I know you already kind of alluded into it. On September 6th, the Philadelphia Eagles is playing the Green Bay Packers.
That's right.
But on top of all that, your boys is going to be at Dimensions with a live broadcast, pregame, halftime, and end the game. Oh, it's going to be a fantastic time with a lot of fun, a lot of noise, and a lot of giveaways. And now I'm going to turn this over to you, Mr. Foster, because you actually donated some things for us to give away to our people.
Hell yeah.
And we're so ever grateful. We're so ever grateful, bro.
Well, since yeah, man, of course. Since it's an Eagles event, we got to go Eagles heavy with the giveaways. So basically there's going to be 5 pieces total that you guys are going to give away. I'll show them to you in order. So you're going to get one of these bad boys right here with the 4 legends, Dawkins, Graham, Cox, and Kelsey. You're also going to get AJ Brown. Can't go wrong with AJ, man. AJ. Can't go wrong with Devontae as well. And then I have to throw a legend in there, so you have to get one of the Dawkins ones too.
Oh.
And then, so you're going to get those 4, a little bit smaller size, 11 by 14. And then someone else is also going to get this big guy of Jalen. You got a pretty large canvas, 20 by 30 inch canvas. So hopefully he can regain his 2022 version of himself, and we can start getting this thing back on track. But this guy is a great size. So you get this big guy, this big canvas, and then 4 of the smaller prints that I've shown. They're all going to be part of the giveaway package for you guys, and they'll all be on display there. So yeah, that's who people are going to get.
Hey yo,
Round of applause,
the
man.
way
Nodding,
the way
nodding.
the way when he showed the Dawkins joint, Cat was like, "Oh, I think he gonna give up his spot to become a regular fan." That He gonna try to get.
I got a
He's
couple.
gonna
I got like
skip
3 or
that
4. I think I got maybe 5 different Dawkins pieces. So I might just bring them all. Just let someone go through which one. Maybe a couple extra will be floating around for some radio hosts.
Do y'all see this? Okay, I don't know if you see this. Someone drew that for me. Do you see that?
Yeah. It's awesome. It's a classic pose.
Yeah. So I can find another spot on my wall somewhere.
Larry was like, he said 5, but he really meant 4.
Yeah, it's only 4. It's only 4. It's only 4, y'all. I'm sorry. Yo, thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, of
course. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for that.
Yeah, brother,
sure.
Of course. Yeah, they're fun pieces. So I had to at least put a couple of them in there and do like one legend. Maybe there'd be a Kelsey one hanging around there too. I got a couple different Kelseys, so maybe there might be a couple more. By the time everything's all set up, but definitely those 5 for sure.
So greatly appreciate you, man.
Yeah, guys, I appreciate you having me on. It's been fun so far. I'm having a blast. So it's been fun to talk about life and sports and art. So it's all things that's right up my alley. So I appreciate you having me on. Let me vent a little bit here.
All things that's connected, and more importantly, that's 5 out of golly. Joel, we wasn't expecting 5 from Mr. Foster.
Nah, I mean,
we have more gifts to give out to our people than we thought.
Yeah, maybe it'll be 15 out of 50 now.
Yeah, how about that? So,
yeah.
Look at that.
Well, look at that. Look at now. Now it's gonna be more giveaways. So y'all definitely better pop out September 6th. Y'all definitely better pop out September 6th. We wasn't even expecting this, so definitely shout out to you, Paul. Definitely shout out to you, Foster, man. Appreciate you, bro. You know what I mean?
Definitely one. Someone will get the real big guy. Someone will get the real big Jalen. But there's those 4 giveaways, and I'd sprinkle in a couple more mystery ones too for everyone else.
Look at that, man. Look at that. Y'all better pop out, man. I'm telling y'all, this is about to be a cool event, man. You know what I mean? So y'all definitely got to come get active, man. Come get these giveaways, y'all. You know what I mean? We convert the first 50, you know what I mean, customers or fans who show up gonna get a gift bag, and a few of those gift bags gonna be some of that artwork that y'all seen, and some other things we're gonna give away too. So let's go, y'all.
Awesome.
Aim Webby said all fire, like just straight flame on Instagram. Appreciate you. Yo, it's okay. I'm going to bring enough people in for myself. That's going to go put my bid in. You don't know that Mr. Marshall's going to have multiple choices.
Larry's going to have like 5 bags out of the 50. He's going to be holding. No, these are mine. Oh, man.
Yeah. What's up? I'm going to say it's rigged. Oh, okay, Trump.
Wow, that would have been funny if the Trump person didn't say that.
That would have been great. So, look, so y'all guys, in case y'all don't know, just in case, let's break it down. We're going to have 50 gift bags to be given out on September 6th at Dimensions. And then during halftime, inside of now 15, probably inside of 15 of those 50 bags will be a special ticket on there with a number and say, come see the crew at the table.
Yeah, halftime.
At halftime.
Halftime show.
And once you pull up at the table with your ticket and number, then that will identify what you will actually go ahead and get. Now,
correct.
Besides the 5 fantastic original pieces, all done by Mr. Foster himself, you have Juan Morero's signed glove. You're going to have some GNT t-shirts be given out to y'all guys. Laugh the Pain Away, is that also part of the package too? 2 tickets to Laugh the Pain Away show where you can actually get halfway drunk with a whole bunch of wine that's all given away by Joel.
Yep.
And countless. Hold on. What's this? You be at the field. I don't know if we take early birds. What do you mean you're gonna be at the field, Yasmin? What do you mean? You're going to Brazil? Let us find out. I'm waiting for that answer. So, nonetheless. So we have a lot in store for y'all guys. All y'all gotta do, like Tone said, is just pop up, get your bag, have fun with your boys, and then come and get that gift. Not to mention, I think we're going to try to give away maybe some drinks while we out there. See if we can get y'all, a nice little meal, because this is not just just a regular bar. No. You can get a steak out there if you want to. So they playing no games. Sports for you. What's up, bro? What's going on?
What's up? Sports for you. What's going on, man? Thanks for tapping in.
Appreciate you as always, man. You're always there supporting us, man. Appreciate you, bro. So in other words, September 6th, there's no excuses. Pop on in, have fun with us, and we're going to just give stuff to y'all. Mr. Foster, we appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you so much.
Of course, man. It was fun. I don't mind. I love doing little giveaways and stuff like that. Plus, it helps kind of promote me as well. You know what I mean? Like I like having my artwork represented as many places as I can. So I giveaways are nothing. It all comes back to me down the road at some point anyway. So it's not really a giveaway. It's something that I enjoy doing, honestly. As I can get as many eyes on the artwork as I can, then that's what it's all about for right now. So I love it. I don't mind at all. It was awesome. And I will talk more Mystery Eagles prints as well. So there'll be a few more for the event as well too.
Nice. Mm-hmm. She's watching the game from the link. I gotcha.
Oh, they're having a watch party.
They're having a watch party.
Gotcha. I mean, look, they better. It's a home game. You know what I mean? It's a home game.
They're not giving home game Philly art out there.
No art in the stadiums though. Not yet, maybe.
Yeah.
That's all right. But the good thing, Yasmin, in all honesty, this is not going to be the last time that we're going to go ahead and have something over there at Dimensions. We have more games to go ahead and show up, and hopefully our partnership with Mr. Foster will continue.
No, yeah.
I know it will. I was just putting it out there as a question. No, he's family now, so he's with us forever. Sorry, bro.
Right.
Get rid of us. All right. Yo, Tone, it was something that you want to go ahead and talk about real quick. Something I didn't even know. I forgot and I didn't even see it. It's someone's birthday. Go ahead and get into it, bro.
Oh yeah. Mr. Philly's own legend, Wilt Chamberlain, Mr. 100, Mr. 20,000 women that he said he slept with. But shouts out to the legend, Philly's own Wilt Chamberlain. Happy birthday! He would have been, I think they said 88. Today. So shouts out. Give our flowers to Wilt Chamberlain, man. Happy birthday, bro.
He's talking about Philly legend. That's the one right there, man. Straight from Overbrook High School.
You got any paintings of Wilt, Foster?
Nah, it's a good one to work on. He's only in the one like collage with the 76ers where he's kind of jumping with Joel in the middle, but that's the only one that. But he should have his own piece. There's another piece with him and Dr. J as well, kind of collab together with the championship trophies, the only two they won in franchise history. So he is on another piece of mine as well. But if I had to check that one out on my Etsy page, maybe. I don't think I have that one available with me, but yeah, that's like and there's other people in that picture too. You got Iverson, Maxey, Dr. J, And the other guy on the end is Moses, all in that picture as well, for the guys that are cut off there. And I hate when people ask me who number 10 is. It's like, come on, man.
They be from Philly? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
wow.
Like I just made them up or something.
That's a random number, right? That's a
You
random.
should have told him that's me back in the day.
Yeah. That was my number. That was my basketball number too. I did wear 10, but it wasn't me. No,
All right, so look, we're going to get ready to go ahead and close out this episode. But as always, I always like to have a clip or a video or something that's off the wall, that's in the sports realm, that y'all guys should enjoy. So I'm gonna go ahead and show this to y'all right now, and tell me what you think. Here we go.
Is hurt badly. Look at this punch. Right on the floating rim. Scott instantly winces in pain. He is hurt badly. Very badly. And boom! Gets caught coming in.
That was a bait and switch there.
I did not see that coming, honestly. That was a nice counter.
That's how you play possum, man. You play possum act like you hurt. Ah! Yeah, he set that up nice.
Yo, the way he did it too, like he really looked like he was in a lot of pain too. I mean, that's good acting.
It did.
He needed to be on Saturday Night Live or something. That was great acting, my man.
Yeah, because think about it. When you're in a fight or when we watching boxing matches and you see somebody woozy, you see the other boxers start to be okay. It's time to load up. Like it's time to, and then sometimes your defense might, you know what I mean, lack a little bit because you ready to go in. He brought everything down because he was trying to come up with some power. And boy said, "Oh, good night." great tactic, man.
Bloop, bloop. Well, I'm sure he didn't remember the rest of that night. All because he was not humble enough to ride on and just be nice. All right, so let's go ahead and close this episode out. First things first, Mr. Foster. What a pleasure, man. Appreciate you so much, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Part of the show, man. It was great getting to know the man behind the artwork.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The man behind the art. You know, and know where the passion is, know where everything is. So we definitely appreciate you. So as always, let's get ready to start to close this thing out. Joel?
Just again, I want to thank Foster Philly Art for joining the show tonight, and this won't be the last time that we do something together as far as collabing with, because definitely, like Larry just mentioned, we are family now, and if there's anything that we can do to help you guys, help you and yourself out as far as doing anything later on down the road, just give us a shout, man. We're here for you, bud. Shout out to all the listeners as well. Bergan checking out.
It's the Foster.
Yeah, like I said, appreciate you guys having me on. It was fun to come in here and talk some sports and life and vent a little bit and kind of tell you a little bit of some of the backstory behind the artwork. So, yeah, definitely a fun partnership. Enjoy being part of the family, and I look forward to continued success for your show as well. And I'm hoping to be a part of it in the future. So thanks for having me on. It was awesome. And for the next one.
My man. Tone, the promoter.
Yo, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of GNT Sports Talk. It was great. It was fun. Thank you, Foster Philly Art, man, for just showing up, blessing the people with what it is that you do, showing us all your talents, man, and everything that you got going on with that. Thank you for the artwork that you donated to our event that's going to be on September 6th at Club Dimensions. We thank you for that. And for sure, this ain't the last time. We definitely got a partnership, man, and a collab that we're going to keep, keep this thing going, man. Shouts out to my special guest in the building. My son, we here. Oh, he didn't left. He didn't got up and left. Oh, there you go. I had a little special guest tonight, as well, man. He's normally not here when I teach, but I got him for the night, man. So shouts out to all my children, man. And yeah, I'll be with you in a sec, bro. But this Friday, Laugh the Pain Away. That's my show. I got 2 free tickets too that I was trying to give away, but I'm just gonna pick somebody and I'm gonna give them away because nobody got at me. Nobody won them. I guess y'all want to laugh and get drunk off some free wine. that Joel provided. So we thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in for another one. Like I said, Laugh the Pain Away this Friday. Got tickets. Tickets still on sale. You can show up. You can go on the link in my bio at Tone Promoters, you know what I mean, on Instagram. And my birthday is on Saturday. So when we had the show Friday, you know what I mean, getting situated, laughing, getting drunk off that wine, man, we might hit the streets out to celebrate my 43rd birthday that Friday night going into Saturday. Let's get it, y'all. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of GNT Sports. I'm about to go attend to my special guest. He's calling me. So I thank y'all. Good night.
Hey, once again, we appreciate every single one of y'all for being here, for dropping in your comment. And it looks like just tuning in to what Mr. Foster was actually saying. Because remember, this whole entire episode was just about gifts and talents. And this man definitely has a gift, and he's extremely talented. Talented in so much that he's giving us stuff that we can bless y'all with. So there you go. So don't let your gifts and your talents actually hinder the blessing and gifts to other people. So how about that? I just went ahead and flip that all around. So there you go. God bless every single one of y'all. We appreciate every single one of y'all being there. Until next time, peace.
Same, brother.